Hi guys, Rando Gamer here with the next session of Into the Rift. This is Chazz's 22nd session, which picks up right after we had met Eddie Riggs on Brutal. We had finished off with a reveal that Eddie Riggs and the Outlander already knew each other, although not for the best of reasons. This kind of gets into the details of that reasoning, with it kind of highlighting some additional back history with the Outlander and Maleficent. Um, the party then makes their way over to Swordhenge, which is the nearest town, and Eddie Riggs kind of gives them a little bit more back history on the tome and how it could be used with the soul pots, or specifically how to access the soul pots with the information in the tome, and then leads into a little bit of training with that. We also learn a little bit more about what's going on in Hell via Cassandra and Gruzzle. Um, while a short session, just due to some scheduling stuff, overall a really good session progressing the story here of Into the Rift. Um, if you like the session, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to stay up to date with all my content, make sure to hit the subscribe. But without further ado, here is Into the Rift, Chazz's 22nd session.
Okay, I will go over what happened last week. So we started off the session with our players aboard the Outlander ship inside of traveling inside of the rift, and Maleficent was actively in pursuit. During all of this, while Maleficent was in pursuit and able to fire off some blasts at the ship, dealing away some damage to it, the party discovered that the ship does have some new defensive measures. It does still have a cannon on top of the ship, which both Lyra and Kin, working together, were able to operate just fine. And then Chazz ran down through the bowels of a ship to find where the professor had set up shop and asked him if there were any other weapons on the ship, and the professor pointed Chazz in the direction to the lower cannon. And when Chazz got there and sat in, he just his pod kind of lowered down the bottom, revealing an additional cannon. Chazz was less than successful the first few times. He ended up just rotating in circles and firing in all directions until Crampy Stan came down and was able to offer some aid. Between both cannons, they were able to chip away enough at Maleficent's life points and put a couple of holes in her wings, which sent her spiraling, not before she damn near ripped off the entire back of your brand new ship that you're flying around in. During all of this pursuit, Patch had almost like kind of in a way integrated himself with the ship's maps and help chart a course to get you guys to Brutal quicker. After Maleficent succumbed to her wounds from this battle and spiraled out of sight, you guys found your exit from the rift and came crashing down into an unknown planet. Upon stepping out of the ship, the planet itself, the world that you're on, seems pretty plain. Like you guys crash landed in a more foresty area, surrounded by some trees. As the party traveled on, they discovered like different flat plain areas, which is some hills here and there. Chazz did make the mention of looking through the grimoire that he got about the planet Brutal, and was able to stumble across a map. And looking at the map itself, actually, hold on for
I
a
would
second.
like
I
to
don't know if I.
clarify. Chaz let the group know that there was a book and there was things in it, but he hadn't read anything except for some of the title pages. and the attire for the region, knowing what type of clothes we should wear. Kin and Lear were the ones that found the fucking map.
We asked to borrow the book. Questioning some choices, but it's fine.
That is correct. I remember that. Okay, 1 second here. So I didn't get to do this last session because I didn't have a picture for it, but I do.
Fair.
I do now. Do-do-do. Okay, I don't know how big this map is going to actually pull up. Oh, it's fairly decent size. So if you take a look at the map, where you guys crash landed, it was more down in the bottom far left corner. And upon when Ken was looking at the map, up where like that little glow of light, like it's kind of blocking it, and I really hate that, but there was a picture of what appeared to be a giant sword. This appeared to be a landmark of something, so that's the direction that you guys started to head off towards. While you were traveling, I think it was Ken.
It's coming back to me a little bit now. Kin had kind of stayed off to the bushes as we were traveling and was able to roll a perception check and found a critter to follow. And we got sidetracked.
That is right. You guys only got sidetracked for a little bit because Ken did spot some wildlife, and they followed it. And upon like following it and stuff, they saw what the creature looked like. And just to refresh, and for Dre and Evan, this is what they saw.
Okay.
And Lyra was able to fly over to it undetected, perch herself among its head, and I believe she casted animal friendship. Is that right?
Yeah, or something like that.
It was animal healing or animal handling.
Yes.
Oh, I thought
Was
you
it?
charmed it.
Yeah, you
Oh.
have
I
used a
animal
spell or some shit.
friendship, I think, or something like
Is that what it was? 5
Yeah.
seconds.
He's at a minimum your friend for the next 24
Yes.
hours.
Yeah.
Animal friendship. My bad. Sick. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah. She was able to cast animal friendship on it, and the creature did become friendly towards Lyra. This is what's known as a raptor deer. And essentially with this, Lyra now has her own mount.
Oh.
And she did name it Bambi.
Hell yeah.
She did name it Bambi. Shortly after this, the party could hear a thunderous roar coming through the trees to where they're at. And whatever this thing was loud, with just the roar of 1,000 suns. And what they saw rolling up to them was a metal contraption on wheels. And then as it skidded to a halt in front of them, out stepped who they met, was the person known as Eddie Riggs.
Oh God.
Eddie Riggs was like pretty stoked to see them. They were new characters. Obviously, they didn't look like a threat to him, and thought that it was pretty metal that they were able to rope a raptor deer for obviously being strangers to this land, and asked him who they were. And they first were I believe Chazz had said like, well, we're the Rift Rats, you know. I'm sure you've heard of us. We're pretty famous. And Eddie was like, nope, not a clue. And so the group was able to put on a performance for Eddie Riggs. During this entire time, the Outlander had been kind of keeping her way in the back. She had picked up a stick to make it look like she was playing a flute. And um, after the concert ended, Eddie just was giving everybody praise. He thought you guys were awesome and definitely people who belong here. And then his attention gazed upon the Outlander, and his face got really
damn it.
sour, and looked at the Outlander and said, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Which was a
God, it's okay.
surprise to no one.
No one was surprised.
She knows everyone because she's a whore.
And that is where we're going to pick up today's session.
Oh,
So I'll
Alright,
reiterate.
Yeah, I was about to say, can Python walk out of the trees? Like,
In his
fairly
barrel?
out of in his barrel or something?
Fucking lifts the barrel off of him.
I need some help, everybody. I've been living my life at the bottom of a barrel, and this one was particularly tight.
Sorry, we're trying to find you sizes that accommodate, but like it's either really big or really small, so we kind of just go with the really small.
Crampy, I'm gonna need some more effort on your part.
I mean,
just
we
gonna
could-
look at her nails and go, I would, but I just got my nails done.
I was gonna say we could lather you up with lube next time. That might help.
Yeah, oil you up a little bit. Make exit and entry a little bit easier, so you don't Winnie the Pooh yourself.
Pykon entertains us for the briefest moment before he continues in his mock anger.
Okay.
By the way,
Eddie
we
react. Eddie's real quick. He's gonna react to this, and he sees Pygon. He's like, "Whoa! I didn't know you had another one, dude. Goat horns, fuck yeah!"
That's what I thought too.
When
think
you're
he wants
more
to
than tired
fuck
reflection.
You look like a goat fucker.
Whoa! 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 I wouldn't go that far.
Far enough,
It'd only be halfway.
It doesn't count if it's only halfway.
That's what I said too.
But again,
Anyways, I'm a little taken aback. Like, I'm so lost with everything that's been going on. I mean, what are we doing here?
Well,
I think the plan was to meet with this Eddie Riggs to formulate a plan to deal with Maleficent.
yes.
you see Eddie wave his hand at you.
he's on the verge of joining the Rift Rats.
Oh, another new member?
Sorry, but I'm more of what you call a roadie.
You look like one.
Thank you.
She just kind of looks back a little bit and goes, You're
Well, that's the fun part
You're
about our
welcome.
group.
Crampy is gonna like look over at the Outlander and sort of like give the eyes that would suggest that like maybe you should say something.
She starts looking at the contraption that's on her wrist and starts poking and prodding at it as if
Oh my
she's doing
God,
something
This
important.
bitch.
Eddie pipes up again. This doesn't explain why she's here. Who are you and why are you traveling with her?
She's our band manager.
Yeah, and you just said you're a roadie, so it kind of works out. Like we could use someone to help work with our equipment. So
Whoa, let me get this straight. You're letting her manage you guys?
well,
Well,
I feel like manage is used loosely in this case, considering they swept several of us away when they found us.
Honestly, I ignore her more than 90% of the time.
At the same time, she's the reason why we can have our multi-universal tour. So, I mean, you can't be a roadie if you can't appreciate the means of being a roadie.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Did we crash our new ship? Didn't we just get that?
Well, I mean, crash is kind of lightly. We kind of got thrown to the ground by Maleficent.
I'm
You know-
blaming Outlander.
Landing with style. That might be appropriate.
I need some out of character context here. I missed all of the Maleficent stuff.
Oh man, that's right, you did.
Like
So
I joined the session immediately after and like got the loot from that, but
okay,
I've missed all of the context.
let me give
Oh
you
yeah,
like
you
some.
weren't there when we came back, right?
To life.
Back
He
to
was.
life.
He
5 years
wasn't.
later.
Yeah, dude, we were dead for 5 years, and then we got brought back to life.
Guys, I
5
was
years.
stuck in a barrel for that long. Just kidding, sorry.
Even
We have
in
to
the
give it
afterlife.
to the Great Machine and making sure you made it back to the barrel.
Maybe that's why it was too small.
Tucker, let me give you some quick, like cliff note context. So, Maleficent murked the entire party, destroyed the ship, and destroyed the dock that you guys were at, and basically like the entire downtown of the Homelander's world. Um, you guys were kind of in a limbo state of being where you met the Great Machine, and the Great Machine is the god of the Outlander's world. She is a great machine. She's the creator of all. And bestowed upon you guys some special powers and some additional weaponry, some legendary weaponry, to give you further aid in combating Maleficent, and then she sent you back. You later found out that you guys were dead for 5 years and 7 months exactly. The world has rebuilt itself. The dock is completely different now. A lot of the old stuff that you guys experienced before, like a lot of the taverns and stuff, were still there. Um, you guys had met a what was clearly followers of Maleficent, known as the Heartless, and they will basically just murk and decimate all because they have been on the directive to look for you guys. You found the professor, and the professor um, took you down into an underground bunker where he showed you the ship that you are currently flying, because over the last 5 years he has pieced it back together as one whole giant ship now. Like, you basically guys went from like a VW bug to a whole ass like touring bus. Everybody has their own room, their own place for the ship. There's eating quarters. Like, you guys are basically flying around in a luxury liner.
The rooms also have hologram technology, so you can make it look whatever you want it to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
everybody.
just designed yours without a bed and just one big barrel. I just kidding.
I also now own a second member of the party's soul, not just yours.
Okay.
That is true. There was something that happened between Lazan, and that Lazan had made a pact with Cassandra.
Unconsensually while drunk. It was so hard
Yeah.
to watch.
You know, I trust Cassandra. She'll roofie you.
Oh my god.
So, last little bit of context here. How did we piss off Maleficent?
By
By
kissing.
being. Well, because we also have the daughter of hell and another demon with us that are
Maleficent's the ex-wife
politically
of her
tied.
father.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, Maleficent has goons that are called the Heartless Brother.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
like essentially, she's after you guys because you have pacts with Asmodeus and are a threat to her.
Okay, I see. All right. I'll ask clarifying questions in the future, but I think I'm caught up enough now.
Perfect. Where were we?
Convincing
we were
Eddie
just-
Riggs to be our roadie.
That and
Right.
yeah, pretty more or less.
Let's pick this back up with Eddie's reaction to all of this as you're trying to convince him that she's your band manager and to be a roadie. One, my roadie days are behind me, and I don't think I'm going back to that. I have a pretty sweet gig here, and I'm happy. Secondly, you have no idea who your band manager is, and it's no wonder that Maleficent is in pursuit.
You
If
know,
you'd like here,
Go for it.
it makes sense. You look like a used condom that saw too many rodeos.
Go ahead, Julia.
If you like here, you'll want to deal with Maleficent. We got a close-up of her plan, and it's to take over every realm she can reach. So if she could follow us almost here, I guarantee she'll be a problem for you shortly. So, it may be beneficial to help.
He goes, I'm not worried about her coming here. She can't get here.
Well,
What makes you say that?
Because I know so?
Well, I like your confidence.
Kim kind of raises her brow but doesn't say anything.
Listen, if you're traveling around with this crazy bitch, clearly you're here for a reason.
Honestly, the gossip girl inside me just can't take it any longer. How the fuck did the Outlander wrong you? Does she owe you a lot of money?
'Cause that's the
just
trend.
seems to be the pattern. Yeah.
He kind of raises an eyebrow and says, "Oh, she didn't tell you."
She doesn't
And
tell us most
shoots, like,
things.
Shoots
We
look
have a
at the
we're on a
Outlander.
need to know basis, if you think about it.
So you're telling me that she gave no mention that she used to work for Maleficent?
That checks out.
honestly, I'm not really surprised.
Cassandra's eyes looks at Outlander as she kind of puts her hand on her black razor's handle. Really?
All right. Let's look at this through an outward perspective. Take a seat in my chair, and you can just listen up here, okay?
I want
Cassandra, Python kind of waves over to a chair that's definitely not there.
I thought you were going to just tip your barrel over or something.
No, that's what he's sitting on.
Oh, right.
I would rather have somebody that was directly under the boot of that bitch, and, it's more information that we would have in our pockets than we wouldn't have, right?
Can't argue with someone who didn't leave me on a beach to die, so that's where I stand.
I'm not saying that the Outlander is right in any which way or form. In fact, I think Outlander's a little bit of a
fuck.
But the point I want to make here is that, well, we've dealt with everything so far. What's one more shit on the pile of shit?
Cassandra's wings flare open a few times before they close, and she pokes Outlander on the chest with her long nail and goes, "Why is it every time some fuckery happens, you are somehow at the fucking center, Outlander?"
I had the same question.
All right, guys. I think
Kim,
the Outlander we deserve an explanation here, but we also have to remember we're dealing with the Outlander here. So
Yes.
don't be too surprised.
Oh, no, absolutely. She slams the sword down on the ground looking at Outlander. No, please, no, they're right. Explain the fuckery that is your life.
Jesus, I feel so attacked right now.
Yeah, Outlander.
We're
not
waiting.
sure.
Let me get the giggles out real quick. Jesus, I got to be serious about this. Okay. You see, as the Outlander, she looks up from her wrist. She sighs, and she goes, "Eddie has it all wrong. Yes, I was close to Maleficent. I wouldn't say I was working for her. I know that, most of you probably don't remember the wizard that kidnapped me because most of you don't pay attention to a whole lot that's actually happening here.
Well,
But
he
they
was red,
were-
but outside of that,
Besides, they were partners together. And I did exactly what I needed to do in order to get the other body that was stolen from me, as well as the ship. And then I was able to take the ship back to the professor, and the professor made it so that way I can travel where I wanted to. I left her side. I am not a part of any of the nonsense that she wanted to be a part of.
So you're just trying to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, is all.
She sees this as an opportunity to say, yes, that's exactly it.
You know, you have to do that a lot, apparently. You know, Outlander, for once, it would be nice when when we are brought up to something that you go, oh hey, by the way, I was a part of that. Here's the reason why I weren't. But no, it's always like we find out from some random stranger that you are definitely more used than a used condom at a rodeo show.
Honestly,
Listen, do you understand the things that Maleficent is capable of? Do you think I wanted to get caught into the middle of that? I was really hoping that we would all get away from this and we wouldn't become a part of it, but we were dragged into the middle of it because of your father.
Sure.
Hold on. Before we start pointing fingers here. Well, we were all kind of we saw what she's capable of. I mean, I just found out I was dead for 5 years in a barrel.
Yeah,
That is
is it a revival to her if we've died twice and come back from the dead?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
The
These are the
Outlander,
questions that need answered.
the Outlander face palms herself.
I mean,
But
I think
here's-
we're all square. I mean, look at this fucking deer thing that Lyra's got. Like, obviously, good comes to those who wait.
Dear thing, her name is Bambi.
Sorry, my apologies. Bambi is a valued member of our band now.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bambi's just as legitimate as Gruzzle or me or anybody else.
Here's the thing. I'll say be bygones, but the next time we run into someone that you have a past influence, you just bring it up next time instead of some random stranger somehow realizing you and then letting us in on the tea.
And Eddie, this was a very long roundabout way of us saying that we were told that we should come meet with you by the Great Machine because you would be able to help us. I think that was enough backstory for you, right?
You see Eddie, and he's got a he's kind of got a sour expression on his face. So this is kind of how he's looking at the situation right now. And he shakes it.
Oh my god.
He shakes it off and says, "That's what we're taking from this story."
More or less.
Look, the Riff Rats are very successful. And despite the Outlander's shortcomings, we're so far into our tour, we're in a revival tour inside of the tour we were on. Like, I don't think you understand, you know?
It's like 6 toward than 1.
Sure, we might have to turn a blind eye once in a while and then also reprimand. We've seen a lot of growth from the Outlander here recently. Is she still a shitty person? Yeah, probably. But she also gets us around the multiverse. So
Real quick, I'm sorry. Let's take quick 5-second pause. I gotta respond to something real fast.
okay.
Sorry, fatherly duties.
Unsolicited dick pic was that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Eddie just basically reacted to this whole conversation, and he's still pretty confused as to like.
Yeah,
But
Crampy was having a monologue to him. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, so what exactly is going on?
Eddie Riggs was like super
I'm just-
confused, and you were explaining.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was essentially just like, you know, all I was necessarily saying is like, we kind of already know that Outlander's a shitty person, so like when things like this pop up, it's not much of a surprise. But like, you know, and yeah, I don't know. I kind of finished what I was saying. If I'm misremembering.
If that is the case, I think if no one else has anything to say, Kin
Yeah,
would chime
please
in.
go for it.
Looking back at Eddie, Kin would kind of shrug and look back at the rest of her group, kind of bouncing her eyes between the two and pausing on Eddie after a few seconds, saying, "You can know, you say you know that she can't come here. As far as I can tell, the few demons in our party haven't brought any extra demon minions out for quite some time, meaning something's wrong with their domain. It's likely that Maleficent is challenging all the rules as we know it.
First of
What if
all, I'm
we're
a
not
devil,
wrong?
not a demon.
What are you risking by letting us just leave?"
Hey, out of all of you, I just want to say, I like you the most. You're smart.
Hey,
Because I
she
shut up,
thought that
is.
this
DM.
was, I thought, I thought that this was everything that, and this, to be fair, I don't know if this was being portrayed that way. This is Eddie speaking.
Oh no, it wasn't. I thought you were speaking as a DM. My bad.
Oh no, I was tracking. It was Eddie Ricks.
Oh fuck, I'm stupid, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Eddie is saying this to Ken. I like you. You seem like the smartest out of all of them because I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but
You are.
maybe all of us do that already, but maybe not because I'm not sure where the intelligence level lies in this group.
That's a behavior that I don't like in a roadie.
Kin would
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Ken.
But Kin would look down at her shoes, hood very far over her head for normal, and she would kind of nod. I'm really not sure, intelligence-wise, where this group lies, but the heart's there, and I don't think they would have. I highly doubt the Outlander would have come here on purpose, knowing her patterns. So
The Outlander is like kind of kicking the rocks at the ground, and Eddie gives a raised eyebrow again and says, "Oh no. She knows exactly what she's doing, don't you, Outlander?" The Outlander once again just kind of kicks at the ground a little bit.
Oh my god, dude. At this point, Crampy like puts down his loot and sort of drops the whole like, she's a shitty person, and now is like really like, what the fuck's
What?
going on?
I'm sure she does. We got the book from the professor who was friends with the Outlander, so she probably already knows what's in the book that told us to come here.
Watch the Outlander trying to replace Maleficent, or maybe she's just working for Maleficent. And this is all just some petty fucking ruse.
Well, stealing is typically the trend, so I'm assuming whatever is protecting the planet, she was trying to steal it, and that's why we're here.
You see, with a fluid motion, Eddie Riggs pats his finger on his nose.
Oh.
Well, Outlander, are you gonna fess up? You see
Yeah,
her,
honestly, please.
you see her look up from the ground, from the rock that she was kicking, and she says, "Look, I'm not here to steal anything. I want Maleficent to be dealt with just as much as anybody else. Does Eddie know me because I tried stealing it? Possibly. Was I directed by Maleficent to do it? Only slightly.
Ooh.
Do I have regrets? Yes.
But did you do it your way?
I always do it my way.
The traitorous way.
No, I think it's just the selfish way. Which I'm not trying to advocate for the Outlander right now, because this is pretty offensive, potentially. We need more information, Outlander, but just to say, you know, like, as far as we know, the Outlander has always had to support herself. So she may, especially not being tied to anything except for Archimedes, was kind of blown in the wind, I would assume. the
I think-
decisions that she would make maybe would require some scrutiny. But I'm just saying we should keep a level head.
I
I saw a lot of green.
You,
Yeah,
Clarissa,
Grizzle's
and
eye
Cal.
is twitching in the background.
The Outlander pipes up and she says, Maleficent wanted me to steal it so that way she can come here. I wanted to steal it so that way maybe I could protect myself from her. I know exactly what she's capable of. I know exactly who she is.
So
And
does
I
she-
was ashamed.
So does she think that you're still under her employment?
I would like to point out she killed me too.
Yeah.
That's
Ouch.
true.
Yeah, but
They
you're the only
deserve
one that
lenience.
turned tail.
Well, she may have come to steal it before. Eddie, what I would like to know, and I think a good portion of the rest of the group would like to know, is there a way to replicate the ability that we have here? Because it may not be as good as the original, but if we can get it up to 90% effective, I think we might be in the clear. The Great Machine hooked us up with some sweet stuff, so.
The Outlander steps forward and approaches Eddie and says, look, they have pacts with Asmodeus. Things have gone awry. They have the grimoire of this world, and they need you to teach them how to use it. That's why we're here. And you see Eddie, he has this stern look on his face, and he sighs. He says, okay. I don't believe that. As much as I want to, I don't believe that you're lying. But I swear, as he points at her, if this is something different, I'll pull every gear out of your head.
I'll help.
I agree.
Cass will fly on
well,
top of.
Go
Oh.
ahead.
Cass will fly on top of Russell's shoulder and whisper something to him.
So, I know that things are coming to an agreement now. I just want to make certain that, yeah, some shitty stuff happened here. Outlander was a bad person and all that. Bad person for the right reasons or selfish reasons. I don't know. We're just kind of in a situation here where we don't want to piss off Asmodeus and Maleficent. So, thanks for cooperating, I guess.
I'm on Asmodeus' side. If you're not, well, your head will roll all the same.
Cassandra just smirks at this.
The Outlander looks at everybody and says, I promise you, this is not what you think it is. I am on your side.
We'll see.
She sighs.
Kin would walk over and set a hand on the Outlander's shoulder. A sort of frustrated look in her eyes. Not quite anger, but there's clearly something that was poked, but solidarity as well.
One thing I'd like to see from all of this is a solo acoustic song from the Outlander, venting about the feelings and apology to the situation. I think that would a good solo acoustic thrown into the album. I think would go really hard.
There's just one acoustic song on the whole track.
Yeah.
My performance isn't super great, but if that's what you really want, I can.
I mean, can't you just put a chip in or something and do it?
Yeah, I mean, in worst case, we put it as a bonus track, so it's not in the main set.
Yeah.
Definitely a bonus track material for sure.
Right.
The bonus track of the Homelander. Country solo, I'm a scumbag.
Oh, I can see it now.
How far out can the Outlander go? Or how
Outlander, we're going to keep going. Please. Like, for example, how much land could the Outlander run across with this new
How
bonus
big of a
strike to the
landfill is your heart?
Eddie holds up a hand and he says, "As funny as these are, and I could let it go on forever,
Please.
let us take you to Bladehenge. We can discuss more there. We have music, all the beer you could drink."
Ooh,
Ooh, alcohol.
yeah. Let's go. Hinge blade it is.
Should we
Pykon, go ahead.
should we seal the accord that we've come to with a song?
At the very least, we need to put a show on for the people.
I would agree, but
How about drinks first, then we can do a song?
Yeah, drinks first.
Like
You're
that.
right. It does,
Yeah,
limber
good
limber
plan.
everything up.
you
I'm
know,
not sure
I
if
mean,
it's where I've been lately, but I think I've been having the hankering for some whiskey.
I-
You're having barrel dreams?
I could agree, but she looks at Grezel. Do you not feel something off, Grezel?
I haven't fucked something in a while, and good booze would be nice.
Oh yeah.
And
No.
Homelander's off, but so what do you mean? There's a few things.
Something just seems. She's kind of like rubbing her neck. Something seems wrong with home.
Now that you mention it, I got this burning sensation.
I think I
Right?
might know what's at the root of this.
Mr. Hellknickers.
No, the people here use blades for door hinges.
No.
Wait,
You probably
No, I get this
drugs.
burning sensation in my groin, but usually that only happens when I really, really need to go home and fuck a demon. So, I don't know, something is up with hell, I think. I haven't had this in like 1,000 years.
Well, at the very least, the soonest we can leave is whenever the professor can get done fixing the ship. So, before
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
and for now, Bladehenge.
Hinge
Outlander.
blade it is.
well, while we're on the way there, Outlander, I have some suggestions to the ship. It seems like every rift we've gone into so far, we've had some kind of crash landing, or some reason
That's
as to
so
why we
fucking
need,
true.
or some reason as to why we need the ship fixed. Hell, it started all the drama with Artemis to begin with. So like, is there something that we can put in place, like a parachute or like a cozy mattress at the bottom when we land, or like, I don't know, maybe we could have Gruzzle turn big and catch us or something. I don't know.
Do that.
Were you saying
Yeah, well-
Archimedes?
That's what I meant. It's barrel thoughts.
Feral thoughts.
No,
Barrel thoughts. It's
Yeah,
like
Outlander-
shit thoughts, but you're surrounded by wood.
The Outlander looks at you, Pykon, and she says, "Listen, I like to make an entrance, okay?
I do too. I just don't like being stuck places, is all.
Well, maybe you should stay out of the barrel."
Fair. You know what? I think that's as far as this conversation needs to go. I'll take that one on the chin.
Oh my god.
So
Your bed.
Eddie's going to start just like ushering you guys in a direction. He mentions to you that like clearly he cannot fit all of you in his two-seater hot rod. So we will have to hoof it.
That's fine. I'm a hot rod myself.
Cassandra sitting on Gruzzle's shoulder. She's like, I don't need to walk anywhere. You guys walk.
I just have to
Cassandra,
say one-
before
oh,
you do anything with that, real quick, and then I'll give it to you, Crampy. Like Eddie, like he kind of gets your attention. He almost kind of like whistles at you to look at him, and he's all, "Hey, I can do that too." And real quickly, he changes into this form to show you, and then changes back.
Oh, wait, what? What's second.
Oh, okay, sure.
Let me see.
Wasn't expecting that.
That's pretty cool. You can sprout wings, but can you like grow in size and shrink too at will? Because I can do that.
He says no, but what I can do is this sick solo, and he pulls out a guitar and just.
Okay, well we got like 4 or 5 people here that can do that. I'm not trying
Whoa,
to
whoa,
blow
whoa,
up
whoa,
your
whoa, Grezel.
uniqueness.
Grezel, he has a point.
What were you
Ken
saying,
had
Kim?
taken a single
Musicians, I'll never understand.
Hold on, go ahead, Julia.
I like your guitar. I like your magic fingers there, Magic Man.
Hold on, let Julia say something real quick.
I'll say it.
There's a lot of people. It's okay.
Say it.
Kin would have taken a step back as seeing that form go up, and her you could see like in the parts of her armor where her skin would be more exposed. There was like a bubbling, but as the guitar solo happened, she's like, "Oh, okay, we're fine," and steps back.
She about to go off.
All right, everybody hop aboard. The Gruzzle train is leaving the station. Please keep your arms and limbs inside of the ride at all times.
Do you have a nipple ring by chance?
Yeah, he has nipple rings.
When you grow in size, is it fair to say that I could potentially use that as like
A seat? Yes. Yeah.
or even a
Jesus.
seat? Okay.
It works better than bit and bridle.
Yeah, and then I guess I am assuming the barrel inside my backpack is where you're going.
I just wanted to say, on our journey, I'm just gonna pull out my lute and start playing a little tune and sing BLADEHINGE, yeah. It's where we're going, it's hopefully sharp, and maybe has blades for handles.
I thought it was Hinsaw.
Hey,
I call
I'm just
shotgun
thinking
with
out of
Eddie.
Okay, so my understanding, Grizzle is now large, and you guys are hitching a ride with him.
Yeah.
Not large, giant.
Yeah, he's not just taking a nap.
Okay, perfect. In that case, I imagine Grizzle, you'll have no problem keeping up with the Deuce. And if Chaz wants to ride shotgun with Eddie, then he will be happy with that. I'm gonna make this travel quick because it's not super far from where you're at, and the rate of speed that you're going, only a few minutes before you start cresting over a hill, and you see, dumping a few more pictures into general, you see Bladehenge coming over the horizon. The biggest landmark that stands out to this is the giant stone sword sticking up from the middle of the ground.
Ooh.
As you're pulling up, Eddie says, Bladehenge. As you can see, names aren't original around here.
I look
Clearly.
over to Python and be like, "Oh, henge, not hinge."
I see the blade, but I don't really see the hinge.
I'm with
Like,
you,
does it
Russell.
bend?
I'm like, there's got to be an invisible door that's just as large as that sword.
Yeah, like, is there a door hinge hanging on the blade? I don't see it.
Further investigation is required, I think.
I believe so.
What if the door is buried and they stab the door?
This is the
Yeah.
kinds of thoughts that we need in this room.
Yes, exactly. This is the out-of-the-box thinking we need. The blade is stuck in the hinge in the door that's in the ground.
Kin would look over the edge of Grizzle's shoulder just to see how far down it was to the car, and then shake her head. No, I'm doomed. All right, here we go.
It's, I think Gruzzle gets to about 36 feet tall, so it's about a 36 feet drop.
That's
Yeah,
3
she
stories.
shakes her head.
It's
And,
about 3 stories tall currently.
Just hang in there, Ken. You're
Hang-
almost
hanging on
there.
for dear life.
Just Fred Flintstone your way down the backside and you'll be fine.
Yeah, there's like he has ridge bones which kind of make a makeshift ladder you can climb down. You know, like the fins on the back of a dragon. He's got like spikes. Gross. Listen here, you stupid.
Hey, dude, I'm hanging off your nipple ring. I don't know what's more gross than that.
You're
Hey,
so stupid for
hey,
that
it's
one.
clean. It's clean. Thank you. He bathes.
I'm hanging off
Okay.
your ring.
You guys approach Blade Hinge. Eddie, Riggs, and Chaz kind of come to a slide halt in the deuce, and exits the vehicle and takes you into the middle of town. This place is more set up kind of like a camp outpost. There are other people here. All of them have the same like aesthetic of like that heavy metal biker rocker look. Lot of leather and denim. He ushers you in and shows you around, shows you like inside of here there are stacks and stacks of music equipment, amplifiers, microphones, instruments, everything that you think that you could want to find. There's a whole section where they're serving meat right off the bone under one camp, and in another they have what appears to just be an endless supply of kegs of beer.
I have something like I'd like to do like as we're walking into town.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Seeming, and on everybody in the party, I'm going to have them like change their appearance to a leather work. To like a leather fit.
Pykon, my
Before you say
dude.
that,
I'm sorry that you were late to the party, but the rest of us already changed.
the DM gave
Yeah.
us the clothes changing.
I
montage.
forgot you guys did a wardrobe change before
Yeah.
getting off the ship.
I read it in the
Russell's
book.
always wearing BDSM leather gear, so it
Oh,
fits.
you know what? I think Pykon is just going to use minor illusion on himself, and like have his like bare chest, bare legs, and only have like a leather belt. So he's rocking the full half goat man.
Oh, yeah.
With a leather spiked belt.
Oh hell yeah! You and Gruzzle fit
Oh, yeah.
well.
Because what's more metal than a half man, half goat?
Exactly.
That is fair, though.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right. As he ushers you around, he makes sure that everybody gets a nice plate of food, nice tall glass of beer, and takes you down towards the middle where there's a nice kind of like seating area. You can tell that they made these benches out of tree logs, and kind of sits around the fire and looks at all of you, and then he says, "So, how much do you guys know?"
I know a great many things, but it will cost you. As Gruzzle is carrying 2 kegs of beer, in his palm of a hand. Like a glass for him is a whole keg.
Oh my god.
Not much.
Not
I was
much.
gonna say we might have to narrow down the context of
Yeah.
information. I know a great many things, but I am assuming probably none in relation to what you're asking us about.
So, the vibe that I'm getting from all of you is like you're just kind of thrown at this and you have no idea what's going on. You
Well,
just care
no,
about your
no.
music.
You tell us
No.
what chord we're playing with, and we'll figure it out from there.
Are you talking about Maleficent?
Yes. How much do you know
Uh,
about? How much do you know about her? How do you know about? How
Well-
much do you know about what's going on?
My father Orcus probably knows great deals. He's been around for long times, but the most I know is that Maleficent is a daughter of hell. She originates from there. She is on the same skill level, if not more, than Asmodeus, as much as that pains to say. She used to be his wife. Maybe Cassandra here is her daughter, for all we know.
Get real. That's
As I'm just saying what we can conjecture. Outside of that, she has absolute control over demonkind. She can say it and we do it. She is a tough bitch.
I'm gonna cut your head off and melt it on my throne.
Yeah, me too. But
Fucking stepmom.
she's a tough one. She has control, not unlike a god, unparalleled divinity, one may say.
She was my stepmom, first of all. And to be sure, she's somewhat special.
She also took great issue with the Outlander.
He
And
does it, apparently.
the Outlander seemed afraid.
Well, she killed all of us because we are a threat to her goals, which means we have the strength within us to stop her.
That's right. And I look over to Eddie, and I just like look at him with like the pure spirit of riffrats, and we're like, we're the goddamn main characters, bitch. That's why.
And let me just say one thing here. The general vibe I'm getting here, what is more metal than like putting your foot down against fucking Maleficent?
Yeah, the mistress of all evil.
We have half goat, half man satyr people. We have demons of hell of both differing kind, a bloodthirster and a succubus. We are the most metal band that could be imagined. What more are we missing?
Have any of you decided to read through the grimoire?
I'm gonna leave that to somebody more qualified. I'm going to
Reading
admit
isn't
I've
my
never-
specialty.
I got the key
Yeah,
points.
I'm not.
What clothes we need
Yeah.
to wear for here.
Yeah,
100%.
it's definitely leather gear, but reading's not really my forte. The ABCs, but not much.
But Kin and Lyra did a lot more. I think, Kin, you might have some more.
I took a look at the area and got some things from what I remember. I didn't get a chance to deep dive as we kind of took off looking for Eddie beforehand, but I'd like some. If we have time, I could dig in some more, and if I could have the book back.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you have the book.
Oh, by all means, I'll look through the cliff notes later.
Yeah, just pencil them in for me.
Yeah, especially if there's any really cool pictures.
Eddie at this point is like he's got his head in between his legs and he's kind of shaking it back and forth. He sits back up and he's like, "Listen, I'm gonna make it real easy for you guys. Let me tell you just a quick tale. A long time ago, before I got here, there was a great battle in this world between an evil force here and the good of the people. We learned how to protect ourselves from other demonic forces and learned what truly hurts them and how to hurt them. And that book will tell you exactly how to do it. Everybody should be capable of learning the spell. It's super easy.
Are you
Oh.
talking about this spell to summon the little pot guys?
Yes, the soul pots.
Yeah, I know how to summon them.
Breslow's gonna do it. So I think
Yeah.
Breslow can do it.
Yeah, and he summons one. Look at him. Majestic he is. As Gruzzle has been downing plenty of drink, he is feeling the tipsy.
Wasn't this the one where we didn't actually get anything out of the pot, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean we didn't get anything out of him?
Well, it's supposed to spawn stuff out of the pot, Grizzle. It's not just a fucking pot.
What? No, it's called, you summon a pot, but it's like a fan or something. I don't think it's an actual pot, ding dong.
Yeah,
It's
where's the
metaphorical.
fans?
Well, that is the fan. I don't know. That's the fan. You summon the pot, and
This
the
is why he's
pot
telling
is the
us to read
fan
the
if
book.
it likes your performance. You summon the pot, and then the pot you sing to it or perform to it. If they like your music, Magic Man, then they give you bonuses. That's how the fucking magic works.
You know, speaking of plot, does anybody have a joint?
Ah, God, please.
Right.
Anyways, Eddie, you were telling us the book will elaborate on the thing we don't actually know how to use.
Yes, it'll elaborate, and then here's a perfect place to practice to use them, to learn how to use them.
You said all of us could learn how to do this?
Absolutely. I can do it.
Not
Bob
from
can
a
do it as he
Jedi.
points to a random person. Frank can do it, and you see Frank in the background is just like, yeah.
Is that Frank? Hey, Frank.
You said his name's Frank.
Yeah. Like Sinatra?
Frank, is there anything your soul has ever desired?
Wait, Jesus. Yeah, better guitar strings, man.
Oh, and she like hops off of Grezel and like walks over to him and sits down. What kind of guitar strings would you want?
Go with the steel kind. They last longer.
Yeah.
Well, I doubt that you can make anything better than what we can make here. It's just super dangerous.
She like makes a scroll appear as like sparks form. I bet you I can make something better.
He shoots a look over at Eddie, and Eddie's looking at him and just shaking his head. And he's like, "Nah, I can't do that, man. No thanks. I'm uncomfortable. I gotta go."
She glares at Eddie. I'm watching you. And she goes back over to Grace.
Oh, man. Bad vibes.
Yes, anybody can learn it. You can learn it right now. Just crack open the book. It's that easy.
Well, crack to it, people.
So we gotta read it, is what you're saying.
You
Kim
can't read
had
that.
been given the book, right? Just to clarify.
You know what? I don't think you have to read it personally. Maybe somebody can read it for you. I don't know.
Don, did you give Kin the book?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Kin
And
would,
what do? You have the book.
Kin would open the book and be finding the page at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie kind of gives you a little bit of help. He stops as you're flipping through the pages. He stops and he points at a page. He's like, "Yep, right here." And Ken, as you glance over it, the explanation that is given to you is that a performance check is needed. However, this one's going to have a special stat skill specific for everybody. I'm going to make this short, sweet, and simple. You read a bunch of mumbo jumbo on like what you need to do to learn it. Like you read about it, it's in your head now. What I want you to do is to make an intelligence check, please.
Oh dear. Kin's
Well, that's a problem for most of us in the group.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 19.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Ooh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Ken, hold up. I'm taking notes of all of this.
Holding something up.
Ken, you read over this. This is now a spell that is available to you for soul pots. It is going to require a performance check, but what is your initial bonus on your performance?
Ooh, it's only a +2.
+2. It is for this
Name.
spell alone. It is now a +12.
What?
Oh.
So, in order to cast this spell, you need to do a performance check upon a pass, which that DC is set pretty low.
Okay.
Then it'll summon a soul pot. After that, every performance check that is done at this soul pot will add plus 10 fans. The more fans you have, the better this power builds, and we will get there later. But as of right now, for this spell alone, your performance check has a +12.
Cool.
1
So
second.
just
That's fucking nice.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's rad.
Eddie
That's a
kinda-
radical man.
Eddie looks around and he's like, "Who's next?"
Wait, where did you put that?
Yeah, castle check.
So I have. Was that a question for me, Colton?
You are
Mute.
now muted.
Muted.
Oh, did you post a picture of something?
No.
Oh, I misunderstood the situation. My bad.
Pykon will go.
Perfect. Pykon, as you take over the book, do an intelligence check.
Who?
Straight intelligence, or is it a specific intelligence check?
It is just straight intelligence.
I slap Pykon on the ass and I just say like, and I'll squeeze as I hit the high note. And I'll inspire you for a D12.
Pykon, what was that intelligence?
Hold on, let me add the inspiration.
Okay.
With inspiration, that's a 17.
Okay, yeah, it is. Pykon, what's your base in performance?
Hi, 15.
You have a plus 15.
Sure do.
You now have a plus 25 for this spell.
God.
Ooh,
Pykon-
God, Ariel.
Pykon whips out his lute and like rolls his goat horn pick between his fingers and like starts like jamming out to this song that's playing right now, and then looks to everybody like to join in, see if we can't pull a crowd around.
Cassandra joins. She's going for like a very like gothic metal type vocals performance.
Who's next?
I will step in. I have the sort of rock metal sound has not necessarily been something that comes from Crampy's sort of wheelhouse, but after traveling for so long with Cassandra and Gruzzle and the sort of metal like shows we put on, I'm going to attempt for the first time to scream. So I'm going to be part of
Oh,
the scream
yes.
vocals.
That's
From the diaphragm.
As I'm going through a like guitar solo, I'm gonna like just say, "Remember the doors at home. Add that same gravelly sound to your voice when you yell."
From the diaphragm.
Cass will join in on the guitar sound and screaming with Crampy as she rolled a 28 on performance.
So, while the three are having this solo concert, who's next to read from the book?
I'm sure Chaz at this point is feeling like he needs to step up to the plate because he had the book first. So,
Pykon goes in the middle of like starting a breakdown with the really slow palm muted like power chords, and I
Sure.
look and like point my goat horn pip towards Chaz. The green light shoots out, and you are inspired.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, Chaz, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Which we learned is not great from last session.
mine's only a +1. So,
that's not
what's
bad,
your
then.
what's your inspiration? Is it D12?
1 second here. Hold on. Sorry. Where's that? D10.
Oh shit, is mine a D10 or did you?
I have Warlock levels.
Oh okay.
That's 13.
I'm gonna spin my pick around and again shoot out a double energy like blast, and I'm gonna use Pact of the Talisman. I changed the force of time as if you never read the book to begin with, and you read again. Reroll.
Oh shit! What?
That is so cool.
And you get to add a D4 to that. No.
Oh, hell yeah, dog.
Yes.
The metal.
From my brain, when I see that second ray, I don't know what that means, but shit happens.
Same
and I
exact
just
score by
go-
adding that D4.
I'll just like,
Okay, so in total, what's that, Chaz?
Another
13.
D12.
Was I only allowed to re-roll the one, or is it like none of the rolls happen? Pykon?
When you fail an ability check, if that 13 failed initially, then that ability would have gone off. So did a 13 fail?
It's not necessarily a fail what we're rolling for.
Okay, I still do what I do anyway, but...
Okay, so initially your number was 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Chaz, with the soul pot spell, you have a +7. So what is your initial performance score?
+9.
+9. Okay, add a +7 to that. Which I think brings it to 16 if my basic math doesn't fail me.
Is it failing you?
So I don't know. I'm really bad with math. I hate numbers.
Yeah. Once you start introducing X's and yada yada, I'm lost.
No, 100%. Okay, right now I have Ken, Pykon, and Chaz. Who's next to read from the book?
Cass will join while she's still playing the guitar. Her guitar. She'll join. She got sparks coming off of her fingers as she's playing.
Okay, give me an intelligence roll.
It's dangerous asking that of Cass, but alright.
Yeah.
This will not be good, guys. Now 1, my guy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, what's your performance modifier?
My performance is a +9.
+9. You now have a +11 for this spell.
I'll take it.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next. From all the screaming, my throat is just fucking worn out. I'm not really.
Oh, I bet it
from the
is.
Chest. It's just coming from the throat only. So my vocal cords are fucking trashed. So I'll just waddle my way out from my performance and take a read.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me an intelligence roll, Crampy.
Oh boy, guys, I have a -1. Not bad. 14.
What's your performance modifier?
+15.
+15?
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay. You did a 14. Add a +7 to that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was your performance score?
15.
15.
22, baby.
Wow.
Okay, who's next?
Patch will just extend his arm over and just like slurp the book up and start reading from it.
Perfect. You're a little quiet. Is he quiet to anybody else but me?
I just had to turn him up a bit.
Okay. I will turn you up. All right. Awesome. Go ahead and give me an intelligence roll, Patch. Four?
Yep.
Okay. What's your current performance modifier? 4? Okay. You gain a +2 in that, so for the soul pot spell, it is a +6. Who wants to go next?
I guess Gruzzle will.
I got a fucking -1 though. God damn it.
All right, Grizzle, give me that intelligence check.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
-3, y'all.
Hey.
Watch him roll on that 20.
Nat 20.
Fuck
Are you
yeah!
serious?
Nat 20 -3 is 17.
Wow.
God damn.
Fucking amazing.
As Gruzzle.
I'm like, watch him roll a nat 20. You fucking dude. That is awesome. What's your performance modifier?
+2.
+2?
Yeah.
Okay, that gives you now a plus 12 to the spell.
God damn.
From the depths of her.
He's not even a bard. He's got a better performance check than me.
Let's see. I think we're only missing Lyra now, right? Lyra, are you with us? All right, we'll have to come back to her because I know she posted that she's dealing with one of the kiddos. I know one of them's kind of not happy with a possible ear infection, so we'll give her. We'll move on, but
Was this
if I forget, please somebody remind me to come back to that.
perfect? Was this the Soul's Pot? Is that a feat that gives us the spell, or is it just a spell we have to know?
It is a spell that is now available in your arsenal. When I get a chance, I will create something
perfect.
for it so that way it can actually be added. Just for right now, just kind of take note of those modifiers, and I had taken note of all the modifiers too. So if anybody forgets, I don't think we're really going to get too much of a chance to dive super deep into the soul pots tonight, but let's just remember the modifiers for right now. Lyra, it is your turn to read from the book.
Okay.
All I need is an intelligence check from you.
Okay. That would be an 18.
God damn, what is your performance modifier?
14.
Okay, so for this spell, you get a plus 10 added to that, so it is now a plus 24.
Okay.
Currently, Pykon is in the lead with who can possibly pull this off better. Lyra is right behind, then Crampy, Chazz, and then between Ken and Gruzzle and Patch is bringing up the rear. But all of these modifiers are going to come into a play in a different way. So like I said, once I get a chance to actually create it in D&D so that way you can add it, I'll include all of the details to it as well. Perfect. You guys like finish up your performance and everything, and Eddie's just like, see, I told you it was that easy.
Wicked.
Well, we needed you to tell us that in order for us to figure it out.
Well, I'm glad I can be of service of anything. Remember, if people don't think you've done anything, they'll think you haven't done anything at all, which is the job of a roadie.
Yeah, that's not really our scene.
I'm having some hard times following that, but I see what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I don't get it, but whatever.
Yada 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 yada. She's like tuning her guitar.
At this point, like, it's starting to get late in the day and the sun's starting to set. And Eddie tells you, like, we can touch more on this in the morning. I'll take you out to the fields, teach you how to use it, teach you how to battle with them.
Sure, yeah.
But for now, please enjoy yourselves. You can have all the beer that you want. I doubt that you'll be able to drink as dry.
I don't know if that's a challenge you would have put towards Gruzzle.
I'll try.
Cass is just gonna pop out one of her Hellfire whiskeys from hell and just sip on that. I have.
Gruzzle goes to downing everything in sight.
Perfect. As this night kind of goes on, is there anything specific that you guys want to do?
Unless if you have something planned, I didn't necessarily have anything.
Okay, perfect.
Cass is just gonna actually like a lot of one's kind of drinking. She's got kind of walk away from the village and actually kind of work with her new black razor sword.
Okay.
Gruzzle would approach Cassandra at some point too.
Yeah, go right ahead. Cassandra, like explain to us like what kind of work you're doing with the sword.
She like not only is she like talking to it almost in a commanding voice, but she's practicing her swings with a double blade, twirling it, kind of like some Anakin Skywalker type fighting, but with a big ass fucking weapon.
Awesome. And Grizzle, if you would like to approach her while she's doing all this, by all means, go right ahead.
You mentioned earlier about the feeling of hell. I feel it too.
So, okay.
Something doesn't feel right. There's a balance in the scales that is no longer there.
She'll like swirl the blade and throw it up as she turns to you as it just lands next to her in the ground, stabbed in the ground. Yes, it's actually been on my mind the whole
Cassandra?
day. Yes.
As the blade pierces into the ground, you almost get this sharp pain in your head, unlike anything that you've ever felt before. You see flashes of your father. He looks to be in distress.
She's actually going to grab Black Razors. We need to go, Grizzle. We need to go now.
I'm fine with that, but what about the rest? I believe we should go. Hell seems to be in danger, but is that the right call?
She's going to grab her amulet of planes and goes, for now, we don't have a choice. Do you think they're ready for it? We need to have a backup plan for Maleficent. We should allow them to get more proficient with the pots.
No, they're not ready. Only me and you have been acquainted with the pots, but I think only me and you can go on this right now. Open a portal and let's go.
She grabs the pendant and she like twists it as it starts to rotate as she's going to attempt to use her amulet of planes to teleport them to hell.
Do it.
As she does this, Gruzzle will look at her. For hell, but for the riffrats.
For hell. But she doesn't include that last part.
Good enough.
Okay. Do you need to make a roll for this, or is this just like on me?
Oh, nope, I do need to make a roll. Let's hope this works the way, please work the way I need it to work right now. Intelligence is not my... okay. Oh, God. Okay. I failed the check, so now we have to roll a D100 to see where me and him go. Either we'll end up in hell at random places, or we're going to end up in random planes of existence. So, please be below 60. Please be below 60. Please be below 60. Oh, thank the gods. So me and him are going to travel to some random location on the plane that I named, instead of us going to somewhere completely different.
Okay, perfect. As you guys teleport, like, what does it look like?
Basically, as it's rotating faster, it creates an arcanic orb that starts to rotate with us, and there's like different types of wheels of arcanic magic, but it's all in fiendish. Like the arcanic symbols start to like get edged and turn into hellfire type runes. And then it basically like implodes it and then implodes out as like everything around them gets like burned by hellfire, like skip marks.
Awesome. And as the camera watches this, we see as Cassandra and Grizzle just disappear from sight in the night. The night goes on, everybody's had their fill of meat, everybody's had their fill of beer. You all find your respected places to sleep. I imagine Pykon just climbs right back into his barrel.
Not
or
right for the lumbar support. I think Pycon's just gonna lay like on the ground rather than like on a mattress or anything to just like set the spine straight.
Perfect. I see Lyra being passed out in a beer glass somewhere. The night goes. Your time rolls through the night, and as the sun starts to peak the crest, everybody starts to kind of slowly start waking up in the morning. You can smell breakfast is being made. Who's would like to be the first to awaken?
I think Kin, with her standard of not sleep, of being struggling with sleep in new places, might be up first. First to the breakfast table, and depending upon what food it is, maybe happily munching away.
Perfect. And Ken, as you approach the breakfast table, like you see just piles of eggs being cooked and served, bacon, ham, hash browns. Like this is a very like traditional breakfast. They've got biscuits and gravy going, like just about any traditional breakfast that you can think of. They're serving it with a plenty, and of course, like your morning drink to go with your breakfast are kegs of beer.
It sounds spectacular. Kin would load up a plate with a little bit of everything, and assuming Chazz didn't ask for the book back, she would have it tucked under her arm as she finds a corner to go eat in.
Oh no, he
and read
trusts
the
you.
book.
Awesome. Who's the next to awake?
I'll wake up with a pretty gnarly hangover, and I'll smell like the cooking meats in the air and sort of like float like a cartoon character towards it. And also definitely have like a hair of the dog and get a big old stein of beer to sort of get this hangover under control.
Awesome. Are you gonna go join Kin, or are you just gonna kind of leave her be?
Yeah, I'll like walk over and Kin. I'm like slouched over. My outfit is disheveled. I look a little unkept, and I have bags under my eyes, and my eyes are just bloodshot. So like, I look pretty rough.
You would see Kin she'd be cross-legged on the ground with her plate on the right, the book in front of her open, and her hood's back, mask is off, and she looks up and she kind of like is taken aback for a second. Oh, how you feeling? Sleep okay?
Don't mind me. Maybe just a little quieter. I'll just sit and plop my ass on the ground next to you, nearly spilling my plate of food. I slept like a rock star last night.
Certainly looks like you had a fun night of partying beforehand.
Yeah, I really just drank by myself for a lot of it, so that's, I did this to myself.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Don't mind me. And I just start chugging my beer.
Oh, well, guess that's one way to cure a hangover, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of start slowly eating my food.
Awesome. Who would be the next to awaken?
Good morning. This place has such a better selection than what we had at the last couple of stops, so I am digging it. Crampy, man, dude, we got to work on the whole like next morning thing. Like, if you can't rock hard and then be ready to go the next day, what's the point of rocking hard in the first place?
You have a point, and I'll just take a deep breath to gain my composure, and you just see my eye twitch a little bit. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Well, the first rule is you don't do a downer when you're already down. You need to go find an upper.
Chazz, where were you when I needed you last night?
Concerned for what that means.
I was watching as Kid was reading the book. It wasn't nearly as enlightening as you over the corner by yourself, but I think I learned a lot through osmosis.
Osmosis.
Kin kind of raises a brow but doesn't make a comment.
Alright.
Will like jot his merry way down the stairs. You know, Crampy, there's something freeing about having everything out in the open. I mean, I know it's just an illusion and all that, but still, the idea of wind passing through every part of my fur is amazing. I don't know if you'd ever really feel that sensation. I don't think you're confident enough for it.
When you say everything out, I like turn over and barf up the few bites of breakfast I've had so far in like half my beer.
Pykon will like step a little bit out of the way and just be like, let it all out. Let it all out, buddy.
And then I realize that I puked only 3 feet away from Tin reading the book. And I'm like, sorry. I just kind of like wave over that, like, don't worry about that. And I just kind of like start kicking dirt over it like a cat in the litter box.
Kin had very protectively scooped up the book and raised her arms above her head, like, oh dear God, no. Oh,
Oh dear God, no.
You can get on the book. I think we're okay. My plate of food is gone, but that's okay.
Alright.
I pull a pair of black, sunglasses for the light. That's it.
Between Patch and Lyra, who wants to wake up next?
Oh, Patch will come downstairs. Who couldn't hang with the rock stars? As he smells a vile puke in the air.
I'll give you one guess. I bet you'll still get it.
As he like pans over the crowd, locks eyes with Crampy, like,
I was stuck in a barrel for too long. Sorry, Patch.
Understandable. I'll let it slide this time, but you gotta hold your liquor.
It's just that I'm such a small person.
I'm such a small person.
And like Python will like whisper over, "It's okay, I got it covered."
Pykon, what a bro. Lyra, what about you?
She's gonna wake up and go to Bambi and make sure Bambi is doing okay.
And you make your way over to your raptor deer named Bambi. As it sees you coming up, it friendly to you still. It lifts its head up and it kind of makes these weird high-pitched clicking noises as it trots over to you. And it lowers its head, like kind of giving you that signal of like, is this what you want? Would you like to sit on me?
Oh.
I wanna pet Bambi and then I wanna sit on her.
Hey,
While
yo.
petting her.
As you pet her, she like almost nuzzles her head into your tiny hand and it makes more of its high-pitched chipping noises. And it's at your command.
Okay, I'm gonna sit on her and take her to the rest of the group so I can eat some breakfast.
Perfect. Everybody sees Lyra perched on top of this raptor deer coming down to the mess tent, collecting some food, and then trotting over to you guys.
Lyra, I am excited that this creature is bonded to you even after the charm is worn off. This is fantastic news.
Indeed. A wonderful new addition to the group.
I thought it was 24 hours.
Oh, I
It's
just.
an
A wonderful collection.
I thought it was 24 too.
It
Isn't
might
that
be.
what she said?
It might be.
Yeah, I guess Chazz is rounding up. I guess it was what, mid-morning, afternoon, whatever she technically acquired
Yeah.
it. So like there's a few
Yeah.
more hours before the charm wears off.
No!
What was that?
Are you okay?
Sorry, I'm cooking some food, and I am definitely drunk.
Same here, brother. Same here.
So just ignore the randomness.
I was gonna say that's the noise of like where you're walking around and you step in like a puddle in your sock or something like that.
Yeah, I got some butter. I got some butter on my finger.
Wow.
With that noise, that's exactly what I was imagining too, Tom. Jesus Christ. Okay. After you guys have had some time to enjoy your breakfast, like Eddie does make his way over. Like, I see that you. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing. I can see that you enjoyed breakfast. Hopefully, you guys slept decent.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute since I've like slept outside of like a barrel, so I mean, and it's made me think that I think I need a barrel with liminal space on the inside to like, you know, nothing, barrel thoughts.
It's gotta be like a Harry Potter tent where it's like bigger on the inside.
Yeah.
See, oh, I forget that you're not in character here.
No, it was definitely restful. Thank you.
Good. Are you ready to go practice today?
Yeah, why the
Do
fuck
we
not?
have
Right.
Do we have everybody here?
Well, Cassandra usually gets in late, so we're probably fine to get started without her. She'll find us eventually. And then,
Russell usually is here by now, right?
well, it depends on if he's doing the sonic boom bullshit outside the town like he did right before we showed up here.
Oh, good point.
I forgot
They're
about
probably fine.
Well, I mean, maybe we can see if they're still sleeping. Yeah.
There was a flash I thought I saw. Has anybody seen them since the party? Did anybody see them there?
I
I
hope
kinda
now
checked
that you say
myself.
something.
Hmm.
Yeah, Grezel did stop drinking the town dry a little earlier than I expected.
Well, if you say so, you know them better than I do.
Well,
All right,
Are-
fine. Let the hungover person do it. And I stand up and kind of almost tumble over. And I'm gonna go like take a look around. I don't know if we necessarily said like, hey, this is where I'm sleeping, but I'm just gonna take a mosey look around. I'm not gonna like go inside a tent per se. I'm just gonna like peek. You know what I mean?
Python puts like a worried expression on his face, and then looks over to Patch. It was actually Crampy. He let it slip.
I had a feeling. I had a
Crampy, I want to say real quick, like as you got up and stumbled over, stumbled getting up, Eddie like raises an eyebrow and then looks down at your pile of puke and goes, Frank. And you see Frank as he, like, yeah, clean up. Frank brings some sawdust over and pours some sawdust over your puke.
Excuse me.
you want some help, Crampy? I mean, I just wasn't worried because normally they do their own thing and then they come back and regroup with us later. So,
Well, I just thought it was important because of the pots and pans stuff we're working
I mean,
on.
Gruzzle's pots and pans. What? Gruzzle swore that he knew how to use it, like multiple times.
You know what?
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
Kin was just agreeing. Also true. Peanut Gallery Kin.
You know what? I don't have it in me to argue. Sure, let's fuck this. And I just stop looking, and I just start going back to the rest of the troop.
So you didn't even check.
I
Well,
imagine he had
I
one
started
tint
to.
open where someone's
Yeah.
sleeping and he just had it open the entire time we're having this conversation.
Yeah, and they're like looking over at me with the blankets covering them up.
Yeah, I will say if it was clear, like that person in the tent was not Cassandra or Grezel. However, how much you actually paid attention to that, I'll leave up to you.
Yeah, no. The second, yeah, I just go back and I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Eddie's just kind of like, all right, if you're sure. And he starts leading you in another direction outside of Blandhinge out into the open plain fields. As you guys make your way out there, like the surrounding area is like it's pretty it's like a flat plain, like grass, but like a flat plain field. Eddie kind of walks out there and is as like in a sense of he's your instructor. He kind of takes a few steps out in front of you all and turns around and faces you and he's like, all right, it's really not that hard. All you got to do is fucking rock. And he pulls out his guitar, does a clean sweeping lick, and then from underneath him grows this green like mound of dirt coming up from the ground, and you see like this green emerald glow coming from underneath it. He's like, it's that easy.
That easy.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you could do it one more time from the beginning, I don't think Pykon caught it.
Yeah, I'm completely lost. I'm not an expert here.
She kind of tilts her head to the side, staring at the mound with a squint in her eye, like,
Eddie, like, he sighs and he takes a few steps to the left, does another clean sweeping lick on his guitar, and up from underneath the ground comes another mound of dirt that's illuminating a emerald green glow.
Okay.
so you just play.
That's it.
Okay.
So Pykon now looking more intently. Do I still have the +10 to my performance?
For the spell, yes.
Okay. Pykon is gonna like walk up, pull out his lute, and perform the same exact lick that he does, but do it faster.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do you need me to roll like performance or?
Yes, please do.
I'm just gonna do a manual roll and add the 25.
Yep, that's fine.
So that would be 38 DM.
Yeah, you do the Pykon. You do this flawlessly. Are you? And you're playing with? Are you using Asmodeus's pick that he gave you?
100%. And like the dirt mound that comes up, like is brought up through like a green fiery hellhole through the ground, and it raises up.
Cool.
Yeah, I love that. Like Pykon, you were able to summon one of these things 100% successfully, and like the look on Eddie's face, he's just wide-eyed and shocked. Like yeah, man, you
Yeah.
rock.
I'm an expert now. You all can ask me questions when you're ready.
Ah, fuck it. Let's give it a shot. Chazz is gonna tongue the reed on his sax a little bit, and he's gonna play the Boston's "More Than a Feelin'" as he gets into it.
Okay, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's 26.
Oh yeah, and you hit that lick. It rolls perfectly, and this pot rises up from the ground.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit of a lighter purple, kind of matching the jewel that's embedded into his sax.
Cool.
Fuck yeah. Would anybody else like to go?
I will give it a shot. I will pull out my lute and I'm going to play the intro of Thunderstruck.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'll also just do I have a plus 22. Oh fuck. That's 30.
Yeah, you hit that intro flawlessly, and it's so recognizable you would think that ACDC was playing it themselves.
Yeah, and the amount of dirt will come up below, but when you activate the hero power in Guitar Hero, you get the blue lightning. So blue lightning kind of comes up around the mound that is raised up.
Hell yeah.
Between Kin, Patch, and Lyra, would any of you like to take a shot?
Kin can go next. She kind of racks her brains for a moment, thinking back to the little time she got to spend in her room on the ship, and kind of has a little light bulb moment and raises her violin and plays the first 5 or 6 notes of Black Parade.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Oh, okay. All right.
Get it.
And it's a D20, and it was 10 plus my modifier.
Yeah, so you have a plus 12 is what I have.
Cool. So that's a 23.
Okay. Kin, you hit that. You hit that music perfectly. And you see a mound start to come up from the ground. But this one's not glowing in any kind of color. All of a sudden, this black smoke starts to come out from it, and it starts to wisp around, filling the land, engulfing every single one of you. Until what all of you can see is just darkness.
Whoops.
Can we get some suspenseful music going before we continue?
Eddie, do these come with mood lighting?
I don't know, man. I've never seen this happen before.
What did I do?
Pykon, you said you were the expert. What's happening?
She did it wrong.
Evan, do we
Oh
have
my god.
Fucking love Pykon, dude. Favorite character of the whole campaign.
Useful information as always, Pykon.
Hey, it's not me who messed up.
You can go back to the barrel. Thanks.
Double down.
Oh, so great.
Evan, are you with us?
Just a moment.
Oh, I've missed Pykon interactions.
Pykon, shit, it's not my fucking problem. Well, it's a group problem. It's a you problem.
That being said, I'm going to use Major Image to create a copy of every member of the party.
Okay.
Ooh.
Does that require for you to see people? Because right now you are blind.
No. It's just an illusion.
Okay.
The disoriented people come running our way.
Let's see.
And then this is concentration for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I have a suggestion for one I'll send over to you, Evan.
That sounds like a Blade nightclub scene about to go down.
Right, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
Yeah, the
That's
first
what
film,
this is
whenever he
trying to
shows
look
up and
Here.
murders everybody.
Here you are.
Yeah.
this will work.
Yep, that works.
And just adjusting volume for the stream. Okay. As this blackness envelops you, and every single one of you guys go blind. You can't see anything. All of a sudden, an image starts to come through, and it's almost as if every single one of you was watching the scene of a movie play out. As if you're seeing it from a different point of view. As things start to become clear, what you see is Asmodeus, but he's chained to the wall. No shirt. He's bruised. He's battered. He's bleeding. He looks almost lifeless, but then he looks up. And he says, "Why?" And stepping into view, you see and hear the voice of Maleficent. She says, "Fool, it's because I wanted everything. And I intend to take it." He breathes a little harder. He says to her, "I will never help you." She says, "Oh, I know. That was never part of my plan." She reaches in from beneath her, the cloak that she's wearing. She pulls out a dagger about yay long, but this looks different. The color of it itself is emerald green. Asmodeus looks worried. And she, in a cackling voice, says, "You know what this is." He pants. He says, "It's emerald steel." She laughs. "And the one thing that you and your kind are vulnerable to." How interesting. And as she steps out of the way, from behind her, you see chained to the opposite side of the wall are Cassandra and Grezel. He walks around Asmodeus and runs the blade over his skin. As he kind of winces of pain, but he tries his best not to show it. He says, "What are you going to do?" She leans down and whispers in her ear, "Take away everything that you love." She walks away from him. He struggles. She approaches Cassandra, threatening, with the knife in her hand. And what do you think would really damage your father?
Seeing your face every morning. That's damage.
You lay a finger on her.
Oh. As she walks over to Grezel, and as she does, she runs the tip of the blade across your chest. "I'm gonna lay more than a finger."
That doesn't hurt. You could try forever. I will never break.
Oh, believe me, this is not to break you. She turns and looks at Asmodeus. This is to break him. As she plunges the dagger directly into your chest, Grezel, and you feel a piercing, burning pain come from this blade.
Ah, God! You bitch!
She kind of leans up, gets closer to you, like almost seductively towards your face. She says, "Thank you," and with one fluid motion, brings the blade downwards, disemboweling you from chest to navel.
Ooh. Russell.
He walks over to Cassandra. As she runs her fingers through your hair, Hmm,
I have
and
to
what
skip over balding. Don't worry.
says, oh, don't worry. I'm going to enjoy this.
Same bit.
No, no, no!
She takes the blade, Cassandra, and starts to slowly peel your skin from your body.
Oh.
Oh,
She doesn't stop holding like a blood like psychotic anime type smile as she's like muffled screeching and laughing, and she's like, I've had worse on a Sunday afternoon.
This entire time, Cassandra, she doesn't stop working as she slowly peels the skin away from your body,
Jesus Christ.
takes it, walks it over to Asmodeus, and drapes it around his shoulders.
Oh, fuck.
Defeated, he looks to the ground and sobs. He looks up at you, Cassandra. He says, I'm sorry.
She's just madly laughing, using the pain to she's just laughing at this point, uncontrollably.
The others will avenge us.
Yes, but at least I get to have some fun first. As she
Oh my god.
slowly removes both of your heads from your bodies in front of Asmodeus.
Jesus Christ.
Her face doesn't change, just the rabid smile and wide eyes.
Yeah, same.
As this scene now starts to go black, your vision starts to kind of return to normal, and all this black smoke starts to dissipate and suck backwards directly into the soul pot, and that soul pot dips back down into the ground, appearing as if it has never been there before.
Kin would fall to her knees at this point, her violin clattering to the side as she kind of clutches the ground for a second, rendering and tears welling in her eyes.
Kin, I know what I said. That wasn't your fault. Pykon starts dropping tears and just, it says almost in a sobbing whisper, my God is dead.
Our friends are dead. What do we
Crampy just
do?
kind of. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
That was all.
Crampy will just kind of look to you and like struggle to like bring any sort of words to my mind, and it's kind of just sitting there shocked with my mouth kind of gaped open.
And with that, the camera kind of pans out, and we will continue next time in Into the Rift.
Damn, dude.